334 on the clock. It was just 333. Interesting. Very interesting. The angel number 333 and 334. Well, go on, Jenga. Aries. Shalom. Wagwan Ganga. Welcome, Aries. Crowns start going off. Sincerely a rider. Wagwan. That's why my crown is going off. My ears are buzzing. Benny, Ahmed. Sincerely a rider. Day one. Welcome back. Azila. Energy Healer Master Wagwan. Isaac. Benny, you know I love you, gang. Look, gang. Wagwan Aries, gang. Divinity J-Trix. I was waiting for you. I knew you were gonna come. Gang, I knew you were gonna come. J-Trix. Why are you not part of the members, gang? You should be a member. J-Trix. You should be on the members team, gang. 111. I'm good, gang. 333 in the UK. I love you too, girl. I love you. Alright, 336 now. So we got some good news for you. Straight from source, gang. Angel, ancestors, guides. I popped up as soon as you got in your Go. You've been summoned. You've been called. Welcome. Welcome. I have a message from your angel guides and your ancestors, gang. I've been wanting to do this for a minute. Your birthday's on Easter Sunday. Gang, gang, happy solar return. Well, go on, blessed and highly favored. Oh, thank you, gang. Thank you. So the angels have spoken. And it says big happy changes. Big. This is Taurus energy as well. Taurus had this card, I think. And it says your situation is going to improve dramatically. There is light at the end of the tunnel just because. Okay. So there are big changes. And that brings in the angel number 55, where it says, get ready for big changes, letting go of the old. You're Taurus. There we go. Some of you may have water in your chart as well. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Yes, you do. Some of you do. It says your situation is going to improve dramatically. Alicia, Nicole, oh God. Big, happy changes for you. It's a very healing month. The month of April. Scorpio rising. Damn. Gang, my ears are buzzing. Very intuitive. Scorpio moon, Shanada. Welcome to YouTube, gang. So we're going to start with your angel guides. Your angel guides have spoken. I was meditating for a while. And these are the cards that came out. And I randomly just chose 2 cards to bookmark the pages. But there are also going to be messages for you. Because nothing is random at all. Nothing is random. Gang. So we're going to be using the Angel Answer deck. Because I know Aries wants, needs, requires some answers as to why things have been so hard. Why they see others prospering, winning, and they are doing all the right things, but yet things don't seem to go the way that they want them or expect them to. Am I speaking to you, Aries? If this is for you, can you double tap? Not even double tap, just tap it. Because you can't double tap this one. Tap that like button again. We need your interaction. As we are going to get some answers for you. Right, so let's start the reading. So what card came first? Let's find out. So the situation is going to improve. And my ears are ringing so loud. So it says you are going through something. And there are dramatic changes here. So get ready, gang. As I see ascending to a new level here, whatever this level means for you. Because it could be a personal issue, could be a business one, a career change. But it says your angels want you to know, Aries, that they are aware that things look difficult for you right now. However, your situation is going to improve. It may take some time. And there will most likely be some hard work involved and ahead of you. But the effort that you put in will be worth it. And things are going to get better. 2121. The angel number 2121 says, be mindful of your thoughts. Negative or positive, you are attracting. Now is not the time, Aries. Now is not the time, 2121, for Aries to give up on their goals, their dreams, on certain friendships or relationships. You shouldn't give up, gang, especially when you know, alright, that it could work. It says there is still hope for the future for you, whether it's in that love life of yours or in your career. So take heart and continue to work towards the goals or the partnerships that are fulfilling for you and that make you happy in the future. 2121 again. This card came out, Ascensions. I told you about ascending to a new level, and this confirms it. I never looked at it until now. This is why I'm getting this high pitched frequency. It just speaks about ascensions, gang. A spiritual one, an elevation here. And as you level up spiritually, you level up in the material world, in this world. Transcending your obstacles. Things are going to get better. Learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for unions, partnerships, relationships, marriages. So things are going to improve for you, the ones that are going through something. There are big, happy changes ahead of you, gang. Overcoming certain obstacles that were in the way, people that were standing there or something. It could even be you, an addiction, a pattern. So let's get into it. Big, happy changes. So Aries, big, B-I-G, positive changes are coming into your life. For some of you, this will be financial. For others, this will be emotional. It could be both. You may find yourself on a new career path, entering a new relationship, or moving to a new home or a new city. Embrace these exciting events. Oh my God, I got a surprise. Knowing that your angels will be beside you the whole way. Because what Aries is asking about requires that they take leaps of faith, become that fool's card, girl. That may seem frightening or beyond their capabilities, but they need to trust that these opportunities that are going to present themselves would not come to them if they weren't prepared for them. So can you trust this? That these are meant to bring you happiness, guy? Release your fears and follow your heart at this time. For some of you, this is going to be love. This is going to be love. This is going to be your yin or your yang. It says yin-yang energy, unions, coupling up, complementing each other. So I really do see you coming into alignment. Some of you have. So we are going to go to the new level, get married, have children, move in together. I may move into your city because we live far apart. So I see the coming together of twin flames, soulmates. So big happy changes where Aries, and some of you have Taurus or water signs in your chart, follow your heart here and not what your head is saying. Not what your head is saying. Okay. And we're going to get one more angel card. Because only two came up, but I like to work in threes. So let's see what Aries need to know. As you come in, can you tap that like button again? If any of this is resonating, okay, can you tap it? Can you also make sure you follow here and all my platforms, Insta and TikTok and Facebook. Aries, what do you need to know? Messages for Aries in your chart, cross watchers. Spirit says, you manifest, you pray, you wish, and then you let go and let us do the rest. Can you do that? Can you learn to trust us with your prayers, with your manifestations, with your ideas, with your relationships, with your heart? Can you? You need to let go of the reins a little bit, gang. You're a little bit controlling that Emperor energy. So you need to let go of the need to control how things are going to work out in your life here. And trust that it will work out for your highest good. So let go and let God, let go and let the goddess be, gang. Let them work magic for you. So let go. Interesting. Some of you are holding on too tightly to an idea or a notion of how things are going to go, but Spirit says you need to let go of this expectation. Because the time has come, Aries, for you to let go of something or someone. Stop focusing on how or when it will be solved, or even why it's happening. Relationships can become very unhealthy and unfulfilling and should be released in order to allow something better and healthier to come along. And this applies to everything in your life. So don't worry, Aries. God and your angel guides have everything under control. Confirmation. A key aspect to manifesting your desires, your dreams, is to ask for what you want and then release it, let it go to heaven, gang, let it go. So if you have got this card, which you did, left palm is scratching. Gang. You may be holding on too tightly to the way your dreams will unfold. Make a wish, Aries, and then leave the rest to your angels. And this is the beginning of your reading for April. Happy solar return, gang. Happy solar return. Let's start with love. Let's start with love for you. Whether you're single, we got romance. Romantic partnerships. Spirit says, look, you've called in the soulmate. So maybe you found one, or if you haven't, it says they are coming in. Your prayers, your manifestations and affirmations are bringing you and this person together. Chemistry, there is a strong magnetic pull here. So either you found them or they're coming in to find you, gang. Your paths are going to collide. My third eye is going off. What does it say? What does that say? Confirmation. Let go of the need to control. Allow this situation to happen naturally. Go. Good. Okay. Yep, cross watch again. Even if you're guided here, just as a message. So that's amazing. Let's shuffle up. Let's see what else comes out with the love deck. My ears are buzzing. Can you not double tap, can you tap different platforms? What do you need to know? Aries, cross-watch are divinely guided. It's not your ex. Spirit says release your ex. There needs to be an energetic release here, as you are energetically tied to an ex, some of you. That's why they just pop on your mind. This was Taurus. This was a Taurus energy. A toxic ex. What was Taurus? Toxic ex. Won't give up. Won't give up. Won't take no for an answer. Spell work. Toxic ex. So energetic releasing. Cord cutting kind of energy. Because their energy is still around. What do you need to know? And for some of you, it may be linked with that Taurus energy. Grand Rising. Happy solar return, Taylor. Mwah. Gang. Happy solar return. My pleasure. See, I told you, Taurus. It's not the ex, it's a new person, all right? So the toxic person is an ex. Stay away from that energy. Maybe Taurus for some of you. You've got a new person coming in, someone that you can trust. Someone you that can trust. But there's some of you, you've got an ex that wants another chance. They want another chance, guy. And Spirit says you've done this dance before in other lifetimes. And this is the lifetime that you need to learn this valuable lesson. Because this person will always deceive you. And this feels like a Taurus. Again, Scorpio energy here too. Kind of Saggy too. Maybe even Gemini. So, the new opportunity again. The old one, you've done this dance before. That's why you keep going back. That's why you're drawn. Okay. Very deceptive. Red flag. Red flag. Alright. So there's someone wanting another chance coming back. This person is no good for you, alright? No good for you. Okay. Alright. Strange. You do. What do you need to know? What does Aries need to know here? Messages for the Aries within their birthday month. Okay. What does Aries need to know? Receiving what you need. Moving and progressing in the right direction. Moving on from someone or an era. Like, I'm moving on, I'm closing out this era. You may even be moving. Some of you may move to another city. Relocating, traveling. It may be a physical move. You might be on a spiritual journey as well. Someone may come back because they need closure. So I feel like for some of you, that ex is coming back, asking for another chance. But this is going to be a chance to get the closure because you've done this dance before. So you can move on and not be stuck. Because I can see these three. Some of you stuck with this twin flame energy. And it's like Taurus. This person's, it's like an evil twin flame. And there's a need to move on from them to overcome this energy. To not keep going back, to not allow them to come back. All right, so some of you are stuck with someone that's not good for you here. It's not good for you. %, Ahmed, 100%. Happy Ramadan, gang. Happy Ramadan. Mwah. Happy Ramadan to all my Muslims, gang. And Good Friday. Happy Good Friday, gang. Happy Easter. It's focusing on you. Because some of you are in your healing stage, gang. Spirit says some of you do not need a man, you don't need a woman. You just need to heal. You need to focus on yourself. That's what you need to do. You need to focus on myself. Do my shadow work. Appreciate my journey this far. Really look back and appreciate the journey, gang, as hard as it was. Know that I overcame some things I thought I never would. Kind of energy. So I feel like patting myself on the back because no one else is doing it. Validating myself because no one else will. Taking the time to do this. So can you do that? Because I feel like you're underrated, underappreciated, and Spirit says you need to do it to yourself. Appreciate yourself. Love on yourself. Be kind to yourself. Value yourself. Take as much time that you need to heal. And don't feel like you need to rush. And I see a lot of progress being made when it comes to your healing journey. Because I feel like some of you have been doing this. Hence why this twin flame will come into your life. Because some of you have been doing this. So I feel like some of you are on different parts of this journey. Some of you may be starting it. And some of you may be coming towards the end of this. As you're coming into union here. Also, some of you may be in a relationship that has become problematic, and there's a need for you to now focus on yourself at this time. They may be coming back together in the future, but as of now, the focus needs to be on yourself to heal a connection. So stepping back to heal something, whether it be a family member, a partner, or a friendship. There's a need to stop putting so much effort into people and put it into yourself. Gang, a lot of progress can be made. Alright, what does Aries need to know? Messages for Aries. We're going to change the deck. And gang, we're just going to have a chilled reading here. What does Aries need to know? Messages for Aries. Ooh. And look at that. It's like something just dug me in my eye. So like I said, some of you are very frustrated in your relationships, friendships, family situations. Alright? And there's a need for you to stop enabling people's bad behavior and attitudes towards you, because it's affecting mental health. It's triggering past trauma. As I'm now starting to believe that I'm not good enough, pretty enough, skinny enough, thick enough, buff enough, dark enough, light enough, lean enough, just not enough. And this is stemming back to this inner child within you, hence why there's a need to do shadow work, as it's never done. It's never done. It's a continuous journey, gang. Alright? So I see this ugly monster of not enoughness rearing their ugly head, making you feel as if you're not good enough for something or someone in your life. Like you can't achieve it, you can't have it, you can't have them. You can't have that good life, you can't have happiness. You can't have a lucky streak, you can't have good friends. You know. And you may have convinced yourself of this, and this is what you may be attracting as a result of it. So there needs to be a shift as well in a mindset, because some of you are just believing what you are seeing, what you've been told, what is happening around you, and not understanding that there's an energy parallel to the one that you're seeing. And you're able to tap into it and change it for yourself. But it does take a knowledge and a certain awareness here. And this comes with removing the blockages with shadow work, so you can start to see some things. Alright? So what do you need to know here? My third eye is going off. What do you need to know, Aries? Can you hear me? So I see dating, getting back out there. We're dating again, shave up the pom-poms, wax them up, shave up the beards, gang, fix up, look smart. This man looks smart, gang. So it says you need to look smart. For the couples, it's about setting a date. Setting the date. Why should she give you wife privileges? Why should he give you husband privileges and they do not have a ring, a commitment from you? So I feel like commitment, elevations when it comes to relationships, if you're with a partner. If you're not, you're about to start dating again. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? It says you're going to meet someone new. It's not the ex. Dating, getting back out there. So it's an anxious time. For some of you, very scary, because your last relationship was violent, toxic, filled with a lot of deception, and you're scared of getting hurt again. But Spirit says you need to try it. How will you know? Oh, my nose is going off. How will you know? For the couples, they want you to plan and set the date. Plan and set the date. Because whether you found them or not, there's a soulmate coming in. You have a soul connection. Either you have it or you're going to be dating someone. And this is going to lead to this soul connection, guy. It says partnerships, agreements, and soul contracts. So you may not sign a legal one, but you will sign a soul contract with someone. Okay. Interesting. So dating leading to unions between two souls. Stability, permanence, forever. Because it says have faith. Love is on the way. For the singles, love is coming in. And it's here to stay, gang. This is here to stay. Stability like the tree. We cannot be moved. Yes, we may sway from time to time. But gang, stability. We're here forever. Unless it's physically cut down. And that's death. The Spirit says have faith. If you don't have it yet, love is coming. It's going to be a surprise. So don't wait for it. You're going to be meeting someone very soon. Cupid's bow. Some of you may meet someone on holiday. So holiday for some of you, it speaks about stability, security, and it is very much emotional. So I know you're scared, but Spirit says there's nothing to be scared of. This person's going to offer you emotional security, girl. Stability, permanent, something you can depend upon. You can lean on them. Forever, eternity, infinity, gang. Endurance for the good and the bad, the thick and the thin, sickness and health. Death do us part. Flexibility, able to bend. So I'm not just one-tracked. I'm not closed off. I'm opened up. Okay. So let's change the deck. Let's change the deck. I want to test out my new deck on you, Aries. Can I do that? Can I test out my new deck on Aries? Oh, go on, Earth Angel. What do you need to know here? Messages for Aries. What do you need to know? Ooh. You gotta get it. Epiphanies and breakthroughs. Oh my God. Major epiphanies in the month of April and breakthroughs. Financial, emotional, mental. Oh, gang, gang. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshining day. Things becoming clear to you. Just like the sky. Your grey sky turning blue, gang, gang. It's an amazing energy. I just feel you exhaling. I feel like you need to sun gaze. Sun gaze. Vitamin D, taking in some of the sun's energy. A lot of epiphanies and downloads will come to you here. So the sun god has messages for you. So go out in the sun, gang. Coming in to brighten up your world, your life. A lot of growth here. I feel like breakthrough, so I feel like you're on a cusp or something, the verge. So don't give up. That's what they said, don't give up. Don't give up. It's about perseverance, endurance. Remember that word endurance? I feel like it's important for you right now, for whatever you're going through, to endure it. Because the race is not for the swift, but for who can endure it. Major breakthroughs for those that can. Alright? And it's very much a mental, spiritual, very much a personal battle for each and every one of you here. You're going to understand, and the epiphany is going to be, you're going to understand why you had to go through all of these things. Why it was you and not them. Why it was you and not them. You're going to get this epiphany again. Like, things are going to become very clear. As you're going to receive these guidances, these messages, these confirmations here, as to why things had to happen the way that they did. 11:10 o'clock. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what else. I'm loving this deck. So what do you need to know here? Aries, messages for Aries. Buzzing. 10:10. Portal energy, guys. That is a portal energy right there. Again, what does Aries need to know? You're too closed off. You're too closed off. You're too guarded, gang. And like you're resisting something. You're holding on to old beliefs. Like literally you're self-sabotaging your own blessings. You have a lack mindset. You don't believe that things will happen for you. Look at that. Lack mindset. You just keep thinking about all the things that went wrong. And so things just keep going wrong. You keep thinking about the past. You dwell in the past a lot. You allow it to fester. Gang, I told you, the energy you put out comes back to yourself. And it says you are very closed off. Look, you're going through a time of rebirth. Winter. The birthing process is done alone. So you may find yourself alone here as you're being stripped of old values that do not serve you. This lack mindset, it don't serve you. I see mental health. You wondering why things are happening to you, but not understanding that you are the key to this. Some of you are the cause of it. Unintentionally. It says you're closed off to these blessings, you're guarded. You're so busy worrying, angry, holding on to past things. There's a need to strip you from all of these things, gang, and give you a new belief system, a new mindset, a fresh perspective. A fresh perspective. It's like I need to plant new seeds. New seeds. Because I feel like the ones that were planted became weeds. Have become weeds, gang. They become weeds. So I feel like it's time to plant new seeds, new ideas, new mindsets. Like it really is about this planting for you. Because you are reaping what you are sowing. And until you understand this, you're going to continue to keep doing it. You're going to continue to blame the world, the past, the man, the woman, the government, until you understand the energy that you're putting out. The universe doesn't care if it's positive or negative, gang. It's your energy that you're putting out there. It's because you're still in pain. That's why they said, do the shadow work. We're not blaming you for feeling this way. We're saying that you need to now be proactive in doing the shadow work to shift this energy up off you. There needs to be a releasing of whoever it is, the ex, friends, man, whoever this is. To understand that you do deserve and can have more. But it really does start internally. Every seed that's planted is planted within your mind. And I just feel like a lot of your seeds have turned to weeds. Somehow it's showing me weeds. They've withered and died. But it's because you haven't been watering them. You've been starving them. Because you're closed off. You're resisting change. You're holding on to old values, old people. Some of you may have earth in your chart. As they show me you being very routine. And there's a need to break this routine, this chain, this stronghold, which holds you to something, to someone. Some of you just believe that it's them, it's the world, and you don't understand that it's you. You're very closed off to change. And until you open up yourself to new change, get new ideas, new patterns and stuff, you're going to keep on reaping what you're sowing, which is a lot of negative things and people. Alright? Because all I can see is doubting myself, doubting others, not having no belief in anything really anymore. You know, without faith, what is there for you, for some of you? I feel like there's going to be major epiphanies. For me, the epiphany, for some of you, is going to be like, there is a God, there is a higher source, like there's a rebirth happening. Truth is being exposed. And I just feel like it's intuitively here, as it's on the mind. And I feel like, Spirit says, some of you are really suffering in silence. There's a need for you to speak your truth. I feel like this person is mentally conflicted because I look at the eyes and this person is dying to tell me what's on their mind, but they're closed off, closed lips. They're suffering in silence, but their eyes don't lie though. So someone is in need of healing, gang. There's a need for you to speak your truth. I really don't know who you are. There's major breakthroughs when you speak it. I really want to tell you, 4242 on the clock. 4242. There's a need to speak it so you can break through it, gang. It's your silence that holds you captive. Can I say it again? It's the silence that holds you captive to the past. Spirit, don't do that. To the trauma. I won't name it. To the trauma, gang. So Spirit wants you to speak about it. About the violation, gang. Because it's going to be the breakthrough to your healing. You've tried so many ways, but Spirit says it's the speaking of your truth. You've been guarding this truth. You may have been guarding it for all. Some of you are trying to protect a family member. And in doing this, either you were silenced or you silenced yourself. For some of you. And you're suffering because of it. You're suffering because of it. Someone needs to speak their truth. My mouth is itching. This is affecting your mental health in some type of way. PTSD. Diagnosed or undiagnosed, gang. What is Aries need to know? Spirit wants me to show you that some of you were raped here. Whether you knew the person or not, we're not going to get into that. But Spirit says some of you were violated in the worst way. You were raped. And you're protecting someone. You may be protecting yourself because you feel ashamed. Because someone is holding on to shame, holding on to guilt, about what someone else did to them. My left palm is scratching, and I know this is true. My third eye is going off, and I see you. Spirit says you're holding on to unprocessed grief and shame and guilt because of what someone else or others, because someone was multiply abused with multiple people. Oh. Yeah. So some of you need to reach out and contact a counselor, a coach, someone who you can really speak to. You know, because this is very much unprocessed. It's very deep to process by yourself. Very deep. The truth will set you free. Major breakthroughs when you speak the truth, gang. For real. What do you need to know? Aries. What do you need to know? Send in healing love your way. What do you need to know? They're showing me relationships. And I see distance between you and people that you love. For some of you, you're in a relationship, but I feel disconnected. And Spirit feels that there's a need for us to take some time out, time apart. If we want to heal it, we're going to have to disconnect. There's a lot of distance in between us. Also, it does speak about long distance relationships here and it not working out for some of you here. And there's a need to either disconnect fully or just take some time out and reassess if you really want to do this anymore and be honest about it. 100%. For some of you, you're in a relationship and one person is having second thoughts. 4747 on the clock. You're wondering why they're so distant with you going. Your person is having second thoughts, but they're not speaking about it. They're holding it up. Some of you may need to speak to your person about the truth. Aries, what's coming up the most for you is healing your inner child, especially the divine feminine, the part of you that was raped, abused, used, rejected and torn, that didn't feel safe growing up, that wasn't nurtured. That part of you, babies. So there really is a need for you to do this shadow work, to focus on yourselves. To heal that divine feminine energy within yourself, gang. Because some of you have been living in the masculine. There's a need to heal from your childhood traumas at this time before you add any more to them. Okay? Before you add any more traumas to your life, there's a need to heal from the ones that you've already gone through. As your inner child is screaming out for you at this time. Some of you, this is about you taking time out to focus on yourself, because this is how we want to unify the divine masculine and feminine energies within you. And I feel that there's been a split. There's been a split here. And I've got this backstabbing energy, so I know that A lot of the catalysts for this would have been betrayal, deception, family, friends, a partner. It would have been the catalyst for you to distance yourself to start this inner child healing here. So they had to betray you, gang. It couldn't have happened no other way. Whether it was a family member, the friend, or the partner, they had to do what they done so you could distance yourself to start this healing process. And also, for some of you, your mother is tied into this feminine energy, as she didn't nurture or protect you at the time when you was a child. Very vulnerable. At a time when you had your innocence intact. We're not going to go too much into that energy, girl. What do you need to know? What do you need to know, Aries? Messages for Aries here. Oh, 51 on the clock. There you go, limiting yourself. I told you, you are your worst enemy. What did I tell you? You block your blessings. You are blocking your own happiness. You are a blessing blocker to yourself. Spirit says you limit yourself and therefore you limit the way I can bless you. Simple. If you limit yourself, you're limiting me, Spirit says. Look, you're limiting your wishes, you're limiting your dreams. Look, why? Through these fears, these doubts. Then you limit what I can do for you. You believe in the negative more than the positive outcomes. So this is what comes towards you. You don't even give me a chance to move things for you before you start to create fear, doubt, and changes the outcomes. So I see wish fulfillment's been blocked by you. By you. Limiting what God, Spirit, Source can do for you by the way that you think. It's a lack mindset. It limits you from the abundance, from the wealth, from the health that you desire, that you're dreaming for. And you keep wondering why. I told you, you're almost repelling it instead of attracting it sometimes. Deception and temptation. Allowing yourself to be distracted. Allowing yourself to be drawn in by other people's lies, gang. Misreading the signals because I feel like because you haven't done the shadow work. So you're searching for something and you find someone more broken than yourself. Someone who sees you as prey. Because literally I feel like this person sees you as prey. I feel like this is a predator. A predator who can see you a mile away. Okay. We got your ancestor guides coming out. And they said that you are not tapping into your spiritual gifts that we gave to you. You are not. You are not. You've been given a set of gifts that you are not utilizing. You're allowing the fear to speak louder than your faith in the times where it matters the most, okay? When you're on the cusp of a major breakthrough, and here you come. Because it gets harder. I told you, some of you are holding on to guilt. You're holding on to shame. And this is a form of self-sabotage, gang. Because you're not letting it go. You're resistant to change. It's like for me, I'm so used to the pain. I'm so used to being hurt. I hold on to it. It's a blanket. It's a comfort blanket. It's all I know. Mental health. We want you to be healthy, gang. So I implore you, some of you just need to reach out. Oh, my eye. You need to see someone. Oh, God. So Aries, some of you need to reach out and see someone. They're showing mental health has been affected greatly for some of you. I feel like major PTSD, a lot of trauma here, unresolved, and they are showing me from this predator. They're showing me this predator. So you were preyed upon. They keep bringing me back to this trauma, gang. When someone preyed upon your weakness, your vulnerability. I'ma pray for you, gang. I'ma pray that you find the strength to reach out and allow someone to guide you through this healing process. Whoever you are. We're gonna come off this deck. I'm okay, gang. They just showed me something that I didn't like. But I'm fine. They just showed me something. What you need to know. And you can see the energy. Like I said, it's time for me to go pretty soon. It says, you may not get the legal justice that you deserve, baby, but the universe never forgets. You will get justice, I swear to you. These people, even after death, will get their karma, gang, because death is not the end. Balance will be restored. But it starts with you opening up your mouth to start this process. And there's a confirmation of you meeting a twin flame, or you met a twin flame in elevations. Gemini energy, gang. Gemini energy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What a reading that was. Let's get some messages quickly from this deck. What do you need to know? Aries. Messages for Aries. What do they need to know? Spiritual awakenings at this time. I'm going through a spiritual awakening. Feeling like I'm stuck, but I'm really not. My life has been put on pause so I can assess where I've been and where I'm going, who I am and what I'm becoming here. So very much about internalizing, like going within. And really it's just about assessing my journey this so far. Like for me, it is about self-appreciation, focus on myself. I feel like you needed to be stopped. You need to be put on pause for a minute. I feel like you'd always keep busy. You would never want to do this. So I need to stop you. I need for you to see that there's some things that need to change. Don't get stuck there, guy. This is for you to heal with the star. It's about healing here. So I see a lot of healing happening, and it's called deep cellular healing. Getting down to the root cause. For some of you, it's generational. So you're healing for your mother, you're healing for your father, and her mother, and her father, or his mother, and his father. This is where you get to shine. Alright? That is my party. So this is your time. But I feel like we need to change our perspective first. Because this is like looking at my life in a different way. So new perspectives, gang. And then I see it's your time to shine. Because now you can see I can be a star too. If they can do it, so can I. Because now I see it, my life in a different way. And yes, confirmation, success in your career. Why? Because you can now see it. So for some of you in your career, it is time for you to shine, to be the star you know you're born to be. You may have Aquarius in your chart, Leo, Sag, Aries. Heavy on that Sag for me. So some of you are destined to be successful in your career once your perspective changes. This is going to be initiated initiated. The catalyst will be some type of betrayal from someone close to you, whether it's in your love life, relationships, or family here. Some of you are going to move. So I see traveling for my career, or maybe I may need to relocate for my career as well. They're showing me overseas. So some of you may be more successful overseas than you are where you live. Don't be surprised if you are, is what I want to say. Don't be surprised if you're more successful overseas than you are where you are living currently. Because this is the energy that they're showing me. Someone needs to speak your throat chakra again. Some of you may be singers. They put that song in my head, I Believe I Can Fly, but I'm really seeing Peter Pan. So you know the energy of a child. And then you can fly. Okay. Because we're going on a trip on a little rocket ship. So some of you are going to go on a trip here. It may be a spiritual one, or it may be a physical one, but I do see I'm on a spiritual journey, on a journey here. It's leading to success though. It says your ships are coming in. There's an offer coming in here. When it comes to love, there's a new person coming in. So for some of you, there's a new person coming into your life. So we got new love, new relationships after a period of stagnancy, of celibacy. Some of you are celibate. You've been celibate for a while because you have been healing your inner child. I see a very successful partnership coming in, very passionate with the Three of Wands. This person is coming in very soon. Also show me that some of you are highly intuitive. Highly intuitive. So we've got the High Priestess coming out for you. And with the Knight of Cups, you have been receiving downloads a lot more than usual lately, guys. Some of you are new to this as well, it says. You're newbies. So there's a need for you to work with your gifts, hone your gifts kind of energy. Don't be scared to use them. Some of you, some of you have been called to use your gifts in your career. Whether it's giving messages, healing. It says you're going to be very successful doing this. So whether you're a reader, healer, a preacher, a prophet, I don't know. You're going to be very successful. May even be a star here. Some type of spiritual teacher worker here. We're going to wind it down. Thank you for coming. What else do you need to know? Then we're going to end it with your ancestors, guys. What does Aries need to know before we go? Two of Swords, like I said, second guessing everything. And this is why you become stuck, stagnant, because you cancel out your blessings. 1 minute you believe it can happen, the next minute you're not so sure. This is where your fear speaks louder than your faith. And some of you are just blind to this. You believe it's the universe, the world, but you don't believe it's you. And until you understand or understand that it's you, it's going to keep happening to you. Okay? There's a need to value yourself before you can ask other people to. There's a need to hold on to your value and not give it away to people that do not deserve it. Because some of you are devaluing yourself by giving it to him, giving it to her. And you know who you are. I feel like someone's too immature, not even on your level. Lacking the immaturity, the emotional immaturity to even connect with you on an emotional level. Also got Scorpio energy here, where I really do feel like some of you are hiding things for your mother. You're trying to protect a mother, it says. And I feel drained when I get to this card. Spirit says some of you are protecting this mother. These secrets, whatever these secrets are, it may be connected to a mother energy. But there's a need for you to heal it, and to heal it, you got to speak about it. Oh my God, what did we speak about? When that person crept in and stole something that was precious from me. Gang, I'm going to let go of this energy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But Spirit speaks. And I told you they wanted to speak to you, whoever you were. Okay. I have 2 more messages for you. And I'm going to let you go. So we have the Goddess pack here. And my ears are buzzing. What do you need to know? Aries. Take what you need, what resonates, and leave the rest for someone else. Can you like the video whenever you see it, hear it, and comment underneath it for me, girl? So this is truly a healing message, as it turns out in the end. Spirit says, I want to heal your nakedness. LMA says, I need someone to love me. Love me when I'm naked. Someone who never asks for love but knows how to take it. I'll use that someone who sees my wounds, my walls, and breaks them. It says, your nakedness. So Mami Wata, the goddess Mami Wata, comes here. They really want to heal you from this vulnerable time, girl. Where you still feel like you're not enough, good enough, pretty enough, loved enough, valued enough. I don't know what it is. But there's scars that you have put plasters on, and they need surgery, gang, spiritual one here. Spirit says, your nakedness here. And you know what? When I see the siren lures you in. The siren lures you in. She rolls over your memories. Thank you, Alicia. The ones that you need to heal from. But I see the mermaid, and they're known for alluring you in. And then they get you. I just feel like there's some deep issues that really need to be healed here. There's some deep issues that need to be healed here. And it's deeper than this message. It's going to be longer than this message. So we have some guidance from Mami Waters. She has some guidance for you. Hide no more. Stop hiding. Gang, this is kind of deep. This is 444 energy. I shit you not. I shit you not. Look at this. Oh my God, oh my God. Look at this. Look. What did I say? Hmm. 444. 444 energy. I knew it though. It felt like it. It just felt like it. All right. So let's give you your messages. So Mami Water, she has some guidance. Stop hiding, Aries. The emotional nakedness that you are avoiding is your superpower. It's your superpower. It's not your shame. Oh my God. Layla Hathaway says, stop hiding yourself. Stop hiding yourself. Love yourself, because no one else can. So stop hiding. The emotional nakedness that you're avoiding is your superpower, not your shame. Being emotionally naked means being vulnerable enough for the real you to shine through. Vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. Practice being transparent. Start with the people closest to you. Say, I haven't been showing the whole me, but I'm starting today. Have the courage to feel and express your feelings without people pleasing. Speak your truth. Share your story. Cultivate an appreciation for vulnerability in yourself and others. Become comfortable with your uncomfortability and with making others uncomfortable. Your declaration is, I have the courage to be vulnerable. That's a message. That is a message. And we're going to end it with your ancestors. Allow them to speak a word to you. I love you, Aries. What does Aries need to know? What's the messages for Aries from the angels and now their ancestors? Nose is going off. Message for Aries here. I'm going to take this one. This one. What does it say? What does it say? What does it say? Start writing it now. The book, the journal, the song, the poem, the rap. Get it out. Speak it, write it. Any which way it starts this healing process. Alright, so we want you to start writing about it. Speaking about it. This way you can start to process it and heal from it. Because some of you have not truly processed the depths of the trauma that you had to endure. You've literally just been on autopilot here. Going. So this is your last message. Begin writing now. It's a time of creation, creating content, expressing yourself again, however you want to. Sing it, speak it, write it. You will inspire someone else. You will help someone else. You will encourage someone else, gang. All right? Through the words that you speak, write, sing, or rap, or whatever, rhyme. So begin writing it now, planning it now. Getting it out of your mind and onto paper. Because it wasn't until I truly wrote about my story that I could have empathy for myself. So maybe some of you need to start this way. Because you can heal yourself. You can start by writing about what's happened. So like a book. So the ancestors speak to Aries. Some of you are good writers. You're good at writing, girl. Writing is a way, I love you too, to capture your ideas, your plans, your dreams, and your memories, as well as stories and history. It can also be therapeutic, healing. You do not need to study or have any special tools or skills to start writing. Just put the paper to the pen and see what happens. Write for yourself. And as your creative talents are free, these blockages are gone, you can start to write for others too. You, Aries, you do have a very good talent, 7-7. Expect miracles for expressing yourself, for writing. You do. You are very expressive people, gang. But sometimes you do, I don't know, you allow yourself to be watered down because you don't want to hurt people. So you may like to share your gifts with others by having your writing published or just keeping journals for yourself. So this is starting your healing process. It doesn't matter what you write. It matters that you start writing and getting your thoughts down. There we go. Write anything that pops into your head because epiphanies, remember, you're getting messages from the ethers, from the gods, from the universe, from your angels. So write anything that pops into your head. Have a sleep journal. Have a journal for different things. Writing is a healing experience that will help you to process the things that have happened in your life. It can also help you to inspire others too. So begin writing now. Thank you for coming. This is your girl, the Virgo 222 Aries. I love you, gang. I love you, gang. It started out with some good news, and then Spirit just went in with the deep, and said that you really do need to address this healing, gang. All right? But the two first messages was, and then we'll go back, things are going to improve. This is healing. Light at the end of this dark tunnel. Big, happy changes. I love you too, gang. Take care. Take care.